Hi, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on day number 22 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This sketch is a great sketch. I really like this. Thank you, Allison, for creating this exclusive sketch for us to play with. So, just so that you are warned, this is a photo of a brand new unwashed baby. If that bothers you, you probably should stop the video now. If not, she's really cute. She's also 18 now, so anyway, let's get started on what I'm going to be working with. So I pulled from my counterfeit kit for March, which is mostly Storyteller by Coco Vanilla Studios. There's a few other things thrown into this kit. This is Pink Fresh Studio, that's Allie Edwards, there's some Freckled Fawn, and I believe this is Paige Evans, maybe Garden Shop. So I'm going to be working with these items, so I'm going to speed you up and we're going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down these pages, and I apologize, this is at the bottom of my screen. The first set of papers, the floral print, I'm cutting 4 by 3, and the other one is 2.5 by 4. This one is going to be just slightly bigger because I'm going to kind of give my pattern paper an offset mat. So these are 1/4 inch larger, so 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. My photo was trimmed down to 3.5 by 5, and I will also be tucking a small mat behind this photo as well. So I chose a wood grain for my background. This is not Coco Vanilla Storyteller. It is, I think, an Echo Park paper that I included in my March kit. I have been including a background add-on, so to speak, in my counterfeit kits each month because I tend to run out of backgrounds if I don't put them in the kit, and I'm one of those weirdos that likes to use her kits exclusively without dragging anything else from my stash. So I've been adding a background add-on to my kits. I do not include white cardstock, which I use a lot of for backgrounds as something that I have to dig for, especially since I keep a little stack of it next to my workspace. So this is how my photo and the little blocks of pattern paper are going to lay on my background. You can just kind of see that I've offset them a little bit, and I'm not really matting the photo. So I'm going to add these stitch stickers. Look, Kristen, I'm not stitching by hand. I'm using a sticker this time. These have appeared in at least the last 3 of my counterfeit kits. I am almost finished with these stickers. I would like to finish them off before the end of the month, and so this seemed like a really good place to get them finished off. I'm going to use 2 of them here, the zigzag and the straight stitch. So this is my youngest child, Emily. She was born in 2004 in Germany. We were stationed in Stuttgart at the time, and she was born in a German hospital because the American military hospital in Mannheim was too far away. My pregnancies are very high risk, and I tend to give birth fairly quickly. There's no way I would have made it to the hospital with them, not to the American hospital. The little German Kinder hospital was fairly close, and so I really liked my doctor there, and he took really good care of us, and he even came in on New Year's Eve and waited in the nurse's station for me to have her. That is how good he was. He just sat there and waited, and then he came in when the nurse called him and said it was time for her to come. So I haven't finished her baby book. And the reason for that is because in 2010, during our second tour in Germany, we had a warehouse fire that took 75% of our household goods. This included my children's baby books. They weren't finished, but all 5 baby books had personal stuff in there, like For the American hospitals where our first 3 were born, I had their crib cards, their little footprints that I asked the nurses to make for me on a sheet of paper, stuff like that. The German hospitals didn't do that for me, but I had other personal things in those baby books. They didn't have crib cards or anything to my knowledge. So I lost all of that in their baby books, as well as the little notes that I kept each month. I wrote little notes for each of my babies and put them in their baby books so that when it was time for me to scrapbook the photos, I would know, what day they learned to walk, when they lost their first tooth, and so on. But all of that stuff is gone due to that warehouse fire that was negligence on the part of the moving company that was moving us. So back to the layout, you can see that I'm just building up some small embellishment clusters. I started with those white foam thicker hearts. Those have been floating around in my stash forever. They have appeared in several counterfeit kits, and they are in my March kit. They were the last thing on that sheet of thickers. It had words as well, but I had already used everything but those last 2 hearts. So I'm really happy to get those onto this layout. And then as you saw, I added the floral ephemera. I pulled in Hello from the Paige Evans thicker set, and the blue letters came from a hip kit set of letters that I had in my counterfeit kit for the month of March. I'm also going to be putting some little hearts, and you see that I put some label stickers. So I will take things off camera and get them all glued down. What I did is I added a tab cut out of that grid paper that you saw at the beginning of the video, and I put a date, her birth date of course. I added a camera, and I added the little chipboard words that say sweet moment, plus I added my journaling. And now I'm going to add my splatters to this layout. I'm just going to add a few, which is of course why I covered up her photo. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate my subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please click like and subscribe. It is free for you to do so. Make sure that you check out the collaborative playlist below. It is good all month long in March, and you can watch what everybody else is doing with their beautiful layouts. There are some amazing creators in this hop, and you really need to see what they're doing. You have a great afternoon. Bye.